Hey Mama, I just wanted to do a little bit of a follow-up from last week's episode talking about being at odds with one of my children. And something happened the next day that just kind of let me know the Lord was looking out for me. And I know that as you strive to do what is right in your motherhood and for your children, that you will be able to find these moments where it seems like the Lord is looking out for you, and it can be so powerful. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, fellow mom of 5 and host of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find the positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Let's find positivity during our pregnancies and in our motherhood together. Thanks for joining. So after I had podcasted the episode from last week, it was like the next day that my sister texted me fairly early in the morning or late in the evening. I can't remember. Nonetheless, I saw it early in the morning. And it was a talk by Elder M. Russell Ballard. And it's called Daughters of God. And this talk just spoke so many things to my soul and to my motherhood and to raising my children. I will read a couple parts of it to you here, but I would encourage you to go listen to the talk. I will put it in the show notes and listen to the whole thing and think about how the Lord is speaking to you in this talk, what you need to do, how you can be a better mother, how you can help your children or your relationships. There is just so much goodness in this talk, and these things that are sent to us can be timely, timely inspiration or direction, divine guidance, something like that from God. And I also think it's powerful that it's not God who comes down and tells me I need this talk. It comes from another person. And you can sometimes be that person. If you have felt to share with someone something, maybe about this podcast, or maybe about a talk or a song, or you had a thought that you thought you should share with this person, if that has been on your mind, I encourage you to share it, because sharing your light helps others to feel more light. Just the simple act of my sister sharing this light helped me to feel more light. And I didn't even tell her this or what was going on. It just happened. I don't know. It's amazing. So we are going to read a little bit of the talk and talk about a little bit of it. So this is in the talk, quoting, "There is no one perfect way to be a good mother. Each situation is unique. Each mother has different challenges, different skills and abilities, and certainly different children. The choice is different and unique for each mother and each family. Many are able to be full-time moms, at least during the most formative years of their children's lives, and many others would like to be. Some may have to work part or full-time. Some may work at home. Some may divide their lives into periods of home and family work. What matters is that a mother loves her children deeply, and, in keeping with the devotion she has for God and her husband, prioritizes them above all else. I am impressed by countless mothers who have learned how important it is to focus on things that can only be done in a particular season of life." And I've actually listened to this talk a couple times now, so this is me talking for a second. And this next part, really was kind of mind-blowing to me to think about. So here it is, quoting, "If a child lives with parents for 18 or 19 years, that span is only 1/4 of a parent's life. And the most formative time of all, the early years of a child's life, represent less than 1/10 of a parent's normal life. It is crucial to focus on your children for the short time we have them with us, and to seek, with the help of the Lord, to teach them all we can before they leave our homes. This eternally important work falls to mothers and fathers as equal partners. I am grateful today many fathers are more involved in the life of their children, but I believe that the instincts and the more intense, nurturing involvement of mothers with their children will always be a major key to their well-being. In the words of the proclamation to the family, mothers are primarily responsible for the nurture of their children. And I've thought about those statistics and the thoughts of how little time we really have with our children. And when you think of it that way, it just doesn't seem like very long. And that time comes and goes. And it comes and goes rather quickly. I cannot believe my oldest is on the verge of becoming a teenager. And this season can be so beautiful. But as I was mentioning last week, it can also be so hard and so difficult. Quoting him, he says, "We need to remember that the full commitment of motherhood and putting children first can be difficult." And that's kind of what I was just talking about. Mothers may feel they receive little or no appreciation for the choices they made. Sometimes even husbands seem to have no idea of the demands put on wives. And sometimes, if you're like me, it can feel so overwhelming. There's so many things you want to do and so many books you want to read and podcasts you want to listen to help you be a better mother, to help you be a better person, that apply to your situation, and you can't get to it all. One thing that, I can't remember if I mentioned this last week, but has been on my mind or I've heard elsewhere is to be in the moment. I actually think this talk mentions that, to live more in the moment. Enjoy these moments that we have right now with our children. I'm going to share one more thing from this talk and then I'll let you listen to the rest or read it. Author Anna Quidlin reminds us not to rush past the fleeting moments. She said, "The biggest mistake I made as a parent is the one that most of us make. I did not live in the moment enough. This is particularly clear now that the moment is gone, captured only in photographs. There is one picture of my 3 children sitting in the grass on a quilt in the shadow of a swing, set on a summer day, ages 6, 4, and 1. And I wish I could remember what we ate, and what we talked about, and how they sounded, and how they looked when they slept that night. I wish I had not been in such a hurry to get to the next thing, dinner, bath, book, bed. I wish I had treasured doing a little more and the getting it done a little less." And I know this episode probably seems like a flip-flop from last week, but I hope that that's an inspiration to you, that sometimes when you are at odds, things can flip-flop. They can feel really hard, and then you can find or feel something inspiring, and you flip-flop, and things are feeling better and going good. And that's kind of what this life is. It's a journey of going back and forth, dealing with the negative, and then trying to find the light and positive, and finding it and holding on to it, and then having something else come, and then trying your best to do it through Jesus Christ, through Heavenly Father, through prayer, through sharing your light, and through accepting the light of others. I could have ignored that talk that my sister sent me and not listened to it, but I am so glad I did listen to it. So, a couple things from this episode is you are a daughter of God, which I didn't really even mention, but you are. The next thing is that to realize you're going to have hard times and you're going to have good times. And then the third thing is to let your light shine. You have a light, or maybe you're inspired by something, and just share it. Even if it doesn't feel like a light, it's just something you want to share. Share it. It might bless the life of someone else. You are doing amazing work, Mama. I am so excited and proud for you in your motherhood. Motherhood can be so beautiful, and as you intentionally find more positivity, you can realize that you are a daughter of God. You are doing your best, and that He is helping you. I'm cheering for you. We will talk again next week. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts and becoming the mother that you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. Thanks for joining. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward in your motherhood. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.